This video is going to review thermal energy. Thermal energy is defined as the sum of all the kinetic and potential energy in a system when we're considering particles and their motion. Kinetic energy increases with the speed of the particles that make up matter, and potential energy increases the farther apart particles are from each other. There's a graphic in the textbook that helps to explain this. As the motion of particles increases, the kinetic energy of those particles, we actually get an increase in a thermal energy. Also, as there's separation between particles, the potential energy is increased, and that also increases thermal energy. Thermal energy is closely related to temperature. The temperature of something uh, is a relative understanding of how much energy they have. And if you increase the temperature of an object, you actually end up increasing their kinetic energy, just because that we know from the previous part here that if we increase the speed of objects, you end up increasing the kinetic energy. And temperature is a relative understanding of the kinetic energy contained in an object. So an increase in temperature increases kinetic energy, which overall is an increase in thermal energy. Now, a special feature of objects is that they have the ability to gain heat. Now, one thing about thermal energy is that we know heat energy flows from something that is at a high temperature to something that is at a low temperature. See, if we have one object that's hot and objects nearby that are cooler, the heat will be transferred from the object that is hot to the ones that are cooler. It is never the reverse. What I mean is, heat cannot be taken from something that is cooler and given to in thermal energy, objects that are hotter are always giving objects that are cooler heat. If you think about it, this is how your furnace at home works. The heat inside the furnace is hotter than the rooms throughout the house. So that heat is then just distributed through the ductwork or the pipes and ends up heating up the rooms, which are cooler.